Today I wanted to share 6 different tips with you for being more productive in Windows and Word. So first off, we can actually delete whole words at a time using the keyboard. So rather than clicking delete or backspace and going one character, if we hold down Control while we're pressing either delete or backspace, it will take a whole word out at a time, as you can see me doing right there. It's super handy. It takes a little bit of practice just to be hitting the Control key at the same time, but where you've got that chunk of several words, rather than having to navigate over to the mouse and do selecting, holding down Control and pressing backspace or delete, depending on which direction we are wanting to do our deleting. Next up, remember this good old Hank Hill meme, wanting to save on his computer and not on the OneDrive. This is a pretty easy fix, but I've noticed a lot of people don't actually do it. So here in Word, if we go to File, we go to Options, we click on Save, and we want to make sure that this box here is ticked Save to Local Location. Once we have the Save to Local Location ticked, then instead of trying to save to your OneDrive, it should save to wherever you have put in your file location here in the box. Next up, did you know that as well as being able to find words or characters, you can actually use Find in Word to find formatting and other bits and pieces as well? So from Home on our ribbon, we come over to Find, and we want to choose Advanced Find. And you may not have noticed down the bottom here that we actually have options for format and for special. So if we click on one of these, we can see that we can actually do a find for font, for instance. This could be really handy if you've got a template, but maybe there's been some default font or something that's been copied and pasted over wrong. It's in the middle of a big document. You need to be able to find and weed those out. So we can see paragraph, tabs, language. Over in special, we've got M dashes, amongst other things there that could be handy to hunt out and change or delete. So a whole lot of things. White space and section breaks as well. Pretty handy things to be able to hunt out amongst your formatting. So if we go for hunt for a font, and then we just choose the font that we want. And in amongst my text there, I did have a single character of Tahoma. And so if we click OK, and then I just go find next, and there is my cue, which is in the old font instead of the new font. So nice and easy. We can combine searching for font and text at the same time, or we can just be searching for one or the other. Next up is laptop gestures. So did you know that in addition to just sticking your finger on the trackpad or the touchpad and moving it around, there's actually different options for 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, and 4 finger. So you can have things like having your fingers going in and out to zoom in and out. You can use 2 fingers up and down and left and right to scroll around. And then you can set 3 finger and 4 finger to be able to do things as well. For 3 finger and 4 finger, you may need to turn this option on. So just going into settings, and I think it's in Bluetooth, and you should see the touchpad or trackpad options there. There's just a button to turn on for 3 finger and 4 finger. And this, if you're working on a laptop, really speeds things up for being able to navigate around your documents. Next up is using your clipboard history. So if you are copying and pasting, but you're copying and pasting a few things, then being able to access your clipboard history quickly is really handy. There are third-party apps that do this, but Windows default one is fine. If we hit the Windows key and V, that will bring up our clipboard. And so we can see here's the clipboard. Here's some of the things that I have been copying and pasting recently. And we can even look at GIFs and emojis and things like that. So it's not just text. And so that way, if you've got a few things that you are rotating or alternating through for copying and pasting, you can just have that open and select the one that you want. There is a small chance it might not be activated in your system. If so, go to Settings, go to System, go to Clipboard, and up the top here, we can turn it on. So turn that on, and then we can see Windows logo key plus V will bring up your clipboard history. Last up, and one of the most interesting ones, I didn't know this until yesterday, Windows 11 actually has live captions. So if you want to turn on live captions, then you can hit Windows, Control, and L, and you'll get this bar appear on the top of your screen. Do you want to continue and set up live captions? And so we can say yes. And down the end here, we've also got some preferences. So we can include the microphone audio, we can filter profanity, we can set up caption style, change the language, and choose where on the screen it is appearing. And if we click yes, there's a little bit of setup that's going to happen, but then it is going to give us captions. And when we did this, we also saw the little warning message here from Microsoft. Obviously, there's a little bit of processing that's going to happen for you to be able to get your captions. And so we can get rid of that. We can click on continue and it should now be showing us captions. And so we can see because I set up the microphone, it is giving us captions from the microphone. Slight lag on it, but not too bad. But that's a really handy accessibility feature that is just built into Windows. So these have been 6 different productivity tips. Hopefully there's a couple there that are new to you. You've learned something. If you've liked these tips, then you might like these other videos that I previously did. We've got one here on merging track changes from multiple Word documents, and one that looks at some recent research on AI prompting strategies.